You mentioned a key name in Wilder, but I'll get to that in a second. How difficult was it to just days away have that opponent change? Spong fails a test and right away have to go through a list of fighters.
Really, really difficult. But to be honest, you kind of become numb to it in the boxing game because it happens so often. Not just fighters failing drugs tests, but injuries or illnesses and late minute replacements. When it's the top of the bill, it's always difficult. We got a call confirmation from VADA at like 10 o'clock UK time on Monday that he'd failed a test. Then it has to go to the commission. Despite what people think, we don't run a drug agency. We don't run a commission. It's all dealt with by major organisations and sometimes government agencies, and obviously in this case VADA and the Illinois Commission. Yeah. So I saw Tyrone Spong's comments recently. Here's my VADA test, it's negative. He took 3 VADA tests. He failed 2, he passed 1. So it's not a case of 1 out of 3 is good enough. 1 out of 3 the other way is not good enough. It's just how it is. So he's saying, I don't understand. It's quite simple. What you had in your system was not there a week later when you had it. So that's for you to deal with. All I know is in that situation, if Illinois would have turned around to me and said, we've looked at this and we've spoke to Spong and we've cleared him to fight, he fights. But the next morning they made their decision, we will not license Tyrone Spong. And then the search starts. Luckily, we have so many heavyweights that we're talking to virtually every heavyweight, like every day. And Chaz Witherspoon's a guy who has nearly fought like Dillian Whyte, nearly fought Jarrell Miller once. So he's like that guy who he's unbeaten for 5 years, but he's been looking for that big opportunity. Yeah. And basically, you have to come in with a lot of money because it's 5 days away, and you have to pay him very well because that's what he deserves it. He's built a record up where he has some value. And he's fighting Usyk on 5 days' notice. So he was in the gym, he was ready, he accepted. We had 3 or 4 guys in the mix, and he was the guy we chose. And I like him. I don't know if you spoke to him this week. He's a really endearing guy, And